So I used to be a Division I basketball player. And obviously when that's the case, you were one of the best people playing at your high school, or even like one of the best players in your state. So I ended up going to college, and it's obviously that you have to have some type of talent to be able to be on the team. Even though I was a freshman, I knew I had talent that was just as good, if not better, than many of my teammates. In my first year, you have the expectation that you may not play a lot just because you're a freshman. You need to get used to the system. But then I became a sophomore. I improved, and it became even more aware to me that I was just a quota to meet the black number of players on the team. It's not funny, but I'm for real. So once I figured that out, and I figured that, it was just not a part of the plan for me to be a key player or in a position to be having a lot of minutes on this team, I kind of just took a back seat. But then I made a decision to flip the switch. You might be in the same situation or predicament where you just can't sit there and let life happen to you, where you just can't take it anymore. So it may just be time for you to flip the switch. And here's how I flipped the switch to change my mentality, which also in turn helped me change my life. So first, it was self-reflection. So I really had to analyze, am I just biased against myself, thinking that I'm a really good player? Am I listening to what my dad is telling me and what my family is telling me about, how I should be on the court? Or is it actually true? Am I just not ready to be on the court? Am I not ready to play defense? Am I not ready to be a scorer for the team? So I really had to sit back and do some self-reflection on myself. I looked at the numbers, I looked at the stats. I went to coach meetings at the end of the year, and honestly, I was just fed some crazy stuff, so we're not gonna get into all of that. But I really had to do some self-reflection. And then I also had to figure out, what would it take? So that was just me envisioning what it would take for me to move to the next level. So I had to sit down and really think about what it would look like for me to be a key player on this basketball team. What would I have to do? What kind of stats would I have to put up? What things would I have to prove in order for me to become a key player on the team? Honestly, so I now knew what kind of numbers I needed to put up and all the things that I needed to do. So the next thing for me to do was to actually get a coach, a mentor, a trainer, someone that could see me where I was at currently and to help push me and guide me into where I wanted to be. So that's exactly what I did. So then once I did get the coach, we had to put in some action. We had to put some action behind what I said that I wanted to do and how I was going to do it. And that was hard work. That was working out after practice, after weights, after conditioning, and go ahead and practice another 2 hours with my trainer and work out on weekends after and before games. Like this was tough. This was like having 2 Division I scholarships all in one. And that's what it took. By the time I was a junior and senior, I was undeniable. They had to put me in the game. They had to. The work that I put in just showed for itself. Eventually, I began to start the games. I began to put up numbers. I began to get the ball passed to me because it was just disrespect all the way around. The action leads to results. This is what I wanted to talk to y'all about. Here's how you can flip the switch yourself. So first, you have to do some type of self-reflection. What is going on right now in your life? Why don't you like it? And why does it need to change? And it's all about not being comfortable and being fed up. Because if you're comfortable where you're at, you're not going to see change at all. So definitely sit down and do some self-reflection. So after you reflect on your life and what's going on right now, you then need to envision how your life could be if, things were different. How do you want your life to be? How do you want your day-to-day to go? Once you figure out how you want your life to be, you then can work backwards and figure out what kind of action would you need to take to get you to where you envisioned yourself, right? So once you put in the work, just know that nothing comes easy and nothing comes fast. Even though I started to do training with my coach, I didn't start starting games until my senior year in college. So just know things do not happen overnight, but with consistency and with time, you can make a difference. You can make a change within your life. And once you put the action in, you will see results. So tell me right now in the comments below, what are you trying to change? What are you trying to improve? And I just want you to know, if you doubting yourself right now, just know it's not too late to flip the switch.